and subscribing. Boy, I might have found out how to land on the... You know, it took me 4 minutes to do my first lap, and it took me 19 minutes to do the second. I really wanted to see Andy in action. I've heard a big game of how he can rattle off very impressive and long win streaks with this deck. You saw right there he used the defensive expo there against this interesting spell bait deck.
Oi,
guess who's on? Guess who's on? Guess who's on? He has Goblin Barrel. You done it? Have you done it? Has he done it? This is a very, very aggressive. Has he done it?
He landed on that side of it.
Of course, we are saving the log. We have a pure Goblin gear. Oh wow! Look! My car isn't made for going through the actual yellow thing.
Did you see how close I was there? Oh man!
I don't even care about the win, I just care about the completion now. Oh yeah, I landed on the wrap, so who wants it? Who wants a little bump and grind?
We're gonna do that on the ground.
This guy is a stud. We'll go ahead.
Wait, you've done it, respawn.
No, fuck off.
So,
no, Tom, respawn so you got the checkpoint.
An aggressive right out the gate there. Says good luck after
Right,
keep smashing into my front of my car, make it flat as possible. And then you're gonna, Tom, wait, what? Wait, Tom, you go there, Tom, you go there, Tom, you go there. Just try this out real quick. So Explode is played in the right lane, and that was the Inferno Tower. And check out how he was ready. That's what we talked about right there. That's an example of it. He was ready for
I've just seen you both go through the crash.
This is... Look, my car isn't made for going through it, Penguin. Are you seeing this? It's literally not made for going through the yellow ring.
Well, whoever pink's just done it.
Has Tom just done it?
No.
Oh, you bombing me?
Look! I'm not...
I'm gonna try the ramp.
Right.
I'll make sure figure it. If you want a point to be down, I will just done it. You've got the T-part that amounted the red cheese. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, but no. Right. Go in the live stream, yeah, and just... I wonder what he was thinking. Just check it out, yeah, and then look, my car literally is... That was kind of strange. Now he's sitting on full elixir. Maybe he's given up. This is not what we want. We want a big challenge here. So another expo. This is a little strange here. I think the Penguin given up. So oh, that was close. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't want to go fast. That was the whole point. Oi, no. As if it was a real match here, even though we were going into double elixir time. So Fireball being used as well as a counter.
Again.
Wait, Dan, don't go whatever you do. Dan, don't go whatever you do. Dan, don't go whatever you do.
If Dan leaves, then it'll be so much easier.
Why will it?
Whoever's in third will have the most speed being able to go through.
Well, someone can already be in third, so it would make no difference.
No, but that'll be like the equivalent of 4.
Either way, here's going to be another victory for Pandy.
Dan's just 2 because you can't do it.
Oi, Penguin. Aww. The one time I've actually gone through it.
Well, you went through it and you messed around.
You're stuck with whatever you can get. Whereas showing oh, for fuck's sake, no. Good opponents who had good fundamentals and who are playing a popular deck archetype.
You said that you are 2 minutes ahead of you.
They're a little bit more entertaining.
I don't know how, because I was
just 8 minutes ahead of me.
There's an appeal to both those on YouTube. I'm curious to what you guys prefer. So let me know. Do you like live matches more? Do you like a mix of both? Or do you just like straight up replays? No, you often. So as we hop into the next match, Penguin, do you like my Penguin? Do you like? Oh no. Do you like my hamster wheel? You start out with a hub right here.
Yeah,
no. Tower. Of course, great. Oh, everyone getting the hamster wheel. Oh. You land, try and land in the yellow thing, and then we'll all go around it. Unless they combo with their so here comes the lost defensive. See, Dan, see, look, my videos are entertaining. I'm just gonna hold R2 and watch Clash Royale. Let's go. Wait, Penguin, I've got an idea, boy. I've got an idea. Oh, no, Penguin, if I do it off that dank 360 no-scope. No, if I do it after... Oh.
Tom, I beg you to put down when we've done this.
Oh, I found out how to do it. I found out how to do it, guys. You gotta do a
Do you know every time you like, you know every time we go to the yellow circle, there's like a green platform before it?
Yeah.
You wanna, aren't you like drive over that and then go through the yellow circle?
Wait, what yellow circle?
No,
he's like a hamster wheel, Billy called it. It's like a green platform, like you ride on that.
He's on about the Chon platform. He's on about the Chon platform.
Yeah, why don't you just drive on that and then go through the
Look, you
circle,
can't. Look, you can't. Wait, Penguin. Wait, no, I've got an idea. Right, no one interrupt this. I've got an idea how to do this. Wait, give me a second. Right, give me a sec. No, I think I might have got it. Oi, we need to like be on our side, yeah, and then drive it like that kind of wall run. Do you get what I mean? So we gotta like loop around,
like,
yeah.
Drive on it and you gotta like fly off.
No, you can't. You can't do it.
Oi, no, oi, oi, no. Oh, Tom, did you see how close that was? Oi, no, everyone come here. This is how you gotta do it. You gotta like land on your side against the wall. Wait, and then you land on it. Oh no, I might have done it, Tom. I know how to do it. Come up on top of this red thing again.
Oh, I did it.
Have you done it?
Going the wrong way.
For the Goblin Barrel, and you can see how you can rely heavily on the defensive expo if you're able to take down that tower in the first 2 minutes.
Right, get on top of the red thing, and then we can just like fall off it if you get what I mean.
A lot of HP. It's not like an opponent can just send down a log or just send a predicted fireball to take out that expo. It's gonna take more.
Pretty generic, man.
So, moving on to match.
Right, I'm upside down.
GTA 5.
No!
Oh, so you're telling me that I've just got...
And then try and land on your side, do you get what I mean? Then you off.
Give us something, guys.
Oh.
Give us something.
Wait.
You haven't. You've just got on top of the yellow
Oh
thing.
man, it's another spell bait. Surprise, surprise. So, here comes the Expo locking on to the right tower again. Getting some early chip damage here off that tower. Getting a knight to distract the other knight. And you can see the Expo still at half health. The opponent has nothing really to do other than drop the Goblin Barrel on that Expo.
I wanted to go downstairs with some carry aid. I thought this would just be a quick
You might as well go, like who's gonna complete it in the time it takes? Oi, no, Penguin. No. Oh, me and Tom both nearly just did it.
Dan, get out the way.
Boom, bitch, get out the way.
Dan thinks it's funny by sitting in the middle of the track. Go away.
Dang.
Oh,
Expo still at half health. That's gonna be plenty of HP.
What time is it?
Right tower. Goblin Barrel again.
I just got on the yellow bit. Oh no, I haven't. Nothing more.
Just keep going. Oi, Tom. Oi, if we can push Tom now. Oh. Jack, do you want to like move? Wait, is this Dan or is this Jack?
Yeah,
Push me.
Oh no, Tom. No. Tom, fall back. Right, Jack, you need to move because I need to push Tom along here and we can do it. Oi, no, Jack. Oi, Dan's blocking. I can't do it for you, Tom. Dan's route. Dan, stop being a dickhead.
Knobs are waiting for you. Move out the way.
Oh no, you gotta push Tom out. Stop slamming into it. Stop slamming into it. Right, Tom, go. Tom, go. Right, we need to push Tom along it, and then he can get the boost along like that. And oh, you fucked it, Dan. Dan, you fucked it. Wait, Tom, no, don't flip over. Don't flip over. No. I'm just gonna try it off the last one. Maybe that's the thing that you gotta be.
It almost seems like
oh wait, not. Oh, Penguin, I might have found it. Penguin,
I said no, Tom, don't flip over. You're sitting there helping him flip over.
not sure the expo.
Oh, not a Penguin. Penguin, I think I found out how to do it. I know how to do it. Oh, don't. Just look at that last run. No, oh, you're a dickhead, man.
Just throw whatever he possibly can. He does not want to be embarrassed. And Pandy's clan name, by the way, guys, is Expo Meta. So these opponents, you know, do have an upper hand on these matches. If they just glance at the clan name, I think they're going to know what's coming, right? So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Fred Chung. Check out his information in the description below.
Wait, Penguin, we might be on to something here. We might be on to something here. No, I'm not. Right, we might be on to something here, Penguin.
And as always,
no, you can't make it up the anything, not that long. About 4 miles ago.
This race is making me want to slip my. This race is making me want to slip my clip.
Dan, I beg you just leave so I can get some petrol.
It won't make a difference.
Oh,
No, this was
This is AIDS.
Don't hit that bed, I'll be sorted. I do it.
But I was like, you know what? I want to share my card ideas because, and the more I thought about them, the cooler it was, and I actually had a lot of fun with this project. Now, my game designer is very amateur level.
I did the first fucking lap in 3 minutes.
Might as well thing on my car.
Make it better, including 2 card reworks and then 8
do that.
The first card, I actually shared this on Twitter today. Most of you guys loved it. A few people didn't like it. I'm sure.
Tom, do you know you could have helped us out? He's like, no, allow it. Until you're gonna win.
Why? Why, Jack?
Oh no. Oh no, I thought it was gonna. No, I haven't. Don't be worried about that one.
Just roll across it. Don't press R2 or anything, just roll.
Roll.
She is going to cost 5 elixir, going to be a legendary card. Now the cost of
I hold nothing.
really secondary.
I spin a lot.
Look, Penguin, look, they will go straight through it. I don't. It's bloody fucking neat.
She has either an AoE mallet similar to Dark Prince, or she has just a sword damage.
Right, we're gonna have to try ramping up it again.
But a sword, a melee unit either way. She has a charge, like I said.
Attack on Titan episode 32 is being released. Fuck yeah.
Attack on what? What's that?
It's an anime show.
Anime show. Anime show. Oh, pineapple anime show.
I'm gonna go off now and I'm gonna go watch it.
Okay, bitch, I hope the ice cream don't melt. Fucking slag.
Bye bye everyone.
Bye.
See you on tomorrow. Wait, where are my controllers? I think YouTube should download for tomorrow.
But it is ClashRoyaleCardmaker.com is what I use.
I paid the mechanic 3 times in this race.
That just spawns bats. similar to a tombstone and a furnace type unit where it just regularly spawns bats out of the bat cave.
Beg, you could just let me go.
The first spawner that spawns only air troops, so that would be fun. Moving on. Now this one was not my idea. This one was an idea by Clyde, the former pro player inside the game. You guys know him from the Crown Jewel, the Champions Cup. He's been everywhere. Probably the best known free-to-play player. And this was his idea, and it's probably the most skill card that I'm going to introduce to you guys in this video. It's called the Shield idea. Now bear with me.
Was it going to place on that one?
It's a spell that's going to
Tom, the only time I've got is when I lean straight back.
Skill card. It's going to give temporary immunity
to all troops
inside its radius. Now, it sounds very simple, but when you think about it, this could be a game changer. It's a really dynamic card. Really skilled players are going to be able to time it just perfectly. And this is also a high risk.
It don't work, so I'm thinking of other ways to get there. And you're probably
late, and your shield's already dead, similar to a freeze spell. So I really like the idea to have a very fast shield spell. Only lasts for a couple seconds. So that is the shield spell. Clyde thought of that idea. I think it's a really great idea. Now this next one might be a bit controversial, but I tried to think outside the box a little bit here, and it started with me trying to think of a new cycle card. Okay, so
I can do that first time. I've learned how to do that.
Get on the ramp then.
It has to have a useful purpose, but it can't be too useful, because these 1 elixir cost cards are the actual most powerful cards in the game in a lot of ways, because of how powerful they are with cycle.
Oh, never mind, I bought the red thing, like a retard. Lovely.
Costs 1 elixir, it's a spell, and you can
Tom, you're
temporarily,
very
for a brief 1 or 2 second period, see your opponent's hand.
Could you read the done this
would
way?
be the best cast inside the entire game.
No,
you know what type of deck your opponent's playing. Furthermore, you know the 4 cards in their hands. Very valuable.
What happened to getting on the track then, boy?
Valuable as you go throughout the match, because essentially, once you see the first 4 cards in your opponent's hand, you should be able to track with a fixed rotation what cards they always have in their hand. However, it does serve as an amazing cycle card, and it reminds you what counters your opponent has in hand as the match progresses, in case you forgot. So it's one of those cards that actually changes values as the match goes along. And for 1 elixir cost, it would be the quickest cycle spell inside the game. It would be a game changer as well. I'm not sure if everybody would love the idea to see your opponent's deck, but it would be pretty cool, in my opinion, to have a cycle spell like that. It doesn't have a strong effect, but can definitely have a game-impacting effect. So the next card's going to be a rework. Now, I'm thinking about Spear Goblins, probably one of the
I guess we're not doing this anymore.
And Spear Goblins have been overshadowed by Goblin Gang, right? Goblin Gang's so powerful, you get 6 goblins, 3 spear, and 3 stab goblins. For the cost of 3 elixir, there's no reason to carry Spear Goblins anymore. So I am adding a 4th Spear Goblin to the Spear Goblins. The reason we can't buff them is because it would also be buffing the Goblin Gang, which is what we don't want, because Goblin Gang's already so versatile, so useful, and some might even say it's an OP card in the game. But I want to give a little bit of love to the Spear Goblins. Well, 4 Spear Goblins for 2 elixir cost, I think it's very valuable, especially in lower level arenas. It's going to be a very popular card, but I don't think it's too OP as Spear Goblins for still have less HP and do less damage than Stab Goblins. So that'd be my rework of Spear Goblins. Not that sexy of a new addition to the game. I admit that. So the Dark Prince rework is my next rework idea.
Do the Sex Offender Shuffle. Name it.
What I want to do is put the card up to 5 elixir, total revamp of the card, and what I want it to
What translate to YouTube before completely?
So when he dies, he has the same type of interactions that he has right now, where he does have that shield, by the way, so does the Paladin. And this
That
time
speak I've just cut my elbow. On a knife. Knife cut elbow.
Knife cut elbow pen. Tickle me Elmo, boys. Tickle me Elmo. I don't know.
Drops that when he dies is kind of like the death prince to the life, or the good prince in the Paladin. Okay, so that would be my rework of the Dark Prince. Now, to end up with the last 4 cards, they're all going to be in the same category, and this is something I love from my Magic the Gathering days and my Dungeons and Dragons days. Oh yeah, I was a big
It's not possible first.
It's true. And in my MMO days, everything. But some of my favorite cards in Magic and also games really were elementals. I love elementals.
Yeah, it's just loads of people getting community games now.
I'm gonna make them rare because what the heck, you could always use more rare, strong cards.
Maybe if fighting things, yeah.
Fire, earth, air, and water. Sounds like a Captain Planet commercial. But the fire elemental, they're all gonna.
How's you built that up so easily though? A flipping barbarian giant and 3 musketeers.
You're on there. I didn't get that. I did not associate with neither.
Niggers. Niggers.
Watch, I bet this makes me do it.
You actually found a video on that. Niggers.
I just found people doing their own.
So, not incredibly tanky, but it spawns fire spirits. That's a pretty cool and unique as an ability. The Earth is a little bit similar. It's a little bit more tanky. Think of like a Knight or Valkyrie again. I guess it's about the same. And this bad boy, it doesn't have any special abilities until it dies. And when it dies, remember, it doesn't have
get on the run then.
about 1/5 as a golem. But when it dies, it splits into 3 golemites. So basically, it's just a wealth of tank production, because when it dies, it's just going to give 3 more targets for the opponent to have to stop. Even though they're not going to do much damage, it's just going to be that bulky kind of deep shield ability, all wrapped up in one pretty cheap card, considering it costs the same as the Giant Grid, that has a lot less HP, but it provides essentially 4 tanks for your target. The Air Elemental is an air troop. She is ground targeting and air targeting, and now this is kind of a crazy idea, but hey.
No. Adam's online.
Every so often, it's kind of like a spawn, like a witch spawn or like a night witch spawn, but she shoots little tiny mini tornadoes. We're going to call them vortexes. So the tornado has a large radius, 5.5 tiles, I believe, but these vortexes are going to be much smaller than that, only a 1 tile radius. So they're very small, but they're going to suck up anything low. If they're more at a time, once one dies, another one is spawned a few seconds later. So it's a unique
Layer.
support troop, albeit a pretty pricey one, but it would have interesting interactions, and that's what I'm kind of getting, trying to get all these new cards. Bring something new and exciting and different.
Did he get on the run?
See how it affects the game.
Wait.
And lastly, well, we have one bonus for you guys at the end. But lastly, we have the water elemental. Now the water, she might look nice, but inside she has veins of ice. What the heck does that mean, Ash? That means that she spawns ice spirits. She spawns ice spirits, so she's going to be a control card. I think a control troop would be really cool. What she essentially does is think Ice Wizard, only beefed up, a little bit more powerful, has a pretty weak attack, but spawns ice spirits every so often, stopping everything in her tracks. Another great controlled defensive troop, as well as a great support troop behind the tank. So, gonna think of her as kind of, a little bit, she has to do some damage, because Ice Spirits alone aren't enough to justify a 5 elixir cost, but I think it's another really unique card. I like this idea of troop cards that can spawn either spells or troops, if you haven't noticed that theme so far through the video. And the last card is the Elite Royal Giant. The Elite Royal Giant is a common card, has to be a common win condition. It costs 2 elixirs. I'm just joking, guys. There's no Elite Royal Giant. Just pulling your chain at the end of the video because it's just a fun video, guys. I want to hear what you think of all these card ideas. Which is your most missing and obvious game. I want to hear from you guys. Remember to respond to all the comments left on all my videos in the first hour, because I love communicating and interacting with you guys. I really appreciate your feedback, because I continue to drive the channel in the direction you guys want to see it going. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Brendan Chung. Check out his information in the description below. And as always,
bye.
Probably the most popular thing in the world right now.
kill me. You're fucking kidding me right now. This is really his deck.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Royale Roundtable, our first episode. So this is going to be a Clash Royale centered podcast. We're going to be talking about things such as the meta, the competitive community, and then like tournaments going on at the current time. So I'll have Nate Dalla on every week for the co-host, and today, for this week, we have Clash with Ash and Clyde on as our guests. So what's up, guys? Do you mind doing an introduction for yourselves?
I'm Clyde.
I'm Clash with Clyde.
I'm a recently retired professional player. I'm playing beta. I've been in multiple tournaments, like the Super Metro Cup, King's Cup, and the Crown Duel, and that's pretty much it. I'm also the creator of Clyde Tournament on Reddit.
Nice. I am Ash, Clash with Ash, YouTube, and I'm a mediocre YouTuber, a mediocre player, and hopefully I'll be a above average podcast guest.
Great YouTuber, man. Fantastic. Alright, so take it over to questions, I guess.
Right on. So, let's see, how do I introduce this? You guys want to start by talking about just like cool decks you're playing and, go from there?
That sounds fine.
Alright, so with our first guests on our first Rebooted podcast, we wanted to ask Clash with Ash and Clyde, what are you seeing out there on the meta right now? Ladder, tournaments, challenges, what are your favorite decks, favorite cards? Let's kick it off with you, Ash.
Sure. So the meta right now is interesting. I always enjoy how the meta kind of changes even without balance changes, right? So it just continues to evolve based on what people are playing. Right now, Three Musketeers are as popular as they've ever been. So it's nice to see that. A lot of Three Musketeer play, especially on ladder, but creeping into tournaments as well. And a lot of graveyard, a lot of splash graveyard, a lot of tornado, a lot of graveyard, all kinds of different variations of graveyard, right? Basically graveyard, barbarian HUD, graveyard, everything. And then on the hog also is kind of entered into the meta as well. And then of course a lot of beatdown, Lava Loon and Golem decks. So I think that the meta, people always complain about the meta, but I think it's pretty healthy right now in terms of there's a pretty wide array of different decks that are popular, so I'm pretty happy with it. That seems to be what I'm seeing, though. Those are the most popular decks.
You actually see a lot of top players right now complaining that there's so much variety, both on ladder and in challenges, and I always laugh at that complaint, because that's the good thing, guys, right? Like, maybe it's kind of hard for you to prepare against, but yeah, that's a sign that you've got a really well-balanced game,
People complain either way,
right?
Yeah,
no,
I mean, you're absolutely right. People are going to complain
makes it a livelihood for like pro players is having people watch and having people care about our community. And people care a lot less when 1 or 2 decks are meta, as we've seen in the past. Like, it just makes it a lot more boring for the viewers. And without viewers, you can't have a pro scene. So I think you have to take it with a grain of salt as a pro player, even if it bothers you at times. Which I like diverse metas. Yeah, every now and then you get bad matchups, but most of the time you can skill your way through it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in meta right now, and I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's really good when only 1 or 2 decks are meta, because then, I mean, yeah, you can say it's more skill oriented, but also you can get 30 hands that decide the game when you're in mirror matches. So I think it's better to not have mirror matches constantly. So I like where the meta is right now.
Yeah, so some of my favorite decks are, like Ash said, the 3 Musketeers Battle Ram deck with Elixir Collector. I love that deck.
Oh my god, that's clutch as fuck.
You done that?
No, my game on Clash Royale was fucking close as shit.
Oh, Jack, keep going ahead of me.
Are we getting this race done then?
And the only thing to add one of this tornado, I love that card. It has such a high skill and it's so satisfying for like a Hog Rider or a Giant or Golem to your team power inactivated. And it's really a high skill type of that card, so I think it really separates, the tornado match rider players. Like I like something like a Lava Counter, where we like drop it, not as much skill.
Going forward, they use more cards like Tornado, like Zaps, that are those kind of high skill cap cards.
You're gonna have to be in third if you're gonna do it.
I don't know, 6-8 months ago, where the players who were just the most on point.
I'll go and sit up at the front then, because I'm not playing at the moment.
Boy, Jack, go sit in the front.
Spells, coming out like that. Or maybe they take some of their existing spells, like Clone, like Rage, and make them sort of viable, and then they become cards like that.
Yeah.
Go further than that, really.
Yeah, we'll do, just one sec.
Yeah, and I think right now people haven't really picked up on Heal. Well, I mean, people picked up what it was good with, so I don't know if it'll need a buff before it becomes really good. But the cards is good with R3 Musketeers. It's actually really good with minions and minion horde, because a lot of things like poison don't immediately kill them, and you can in a minion horde, if a minion can stay on for a long time, does a ton of damage. So those are the decks I came mainly with. Also not bad with Battle Ram. Also not bad with like really anything inside a graveyard, because if you can keep it alive, it counters the graveyard well. So
First fucking lap was 3 fucking minutes.
Running around right now, it can be dangerous to run 3 Musketeers because you just have a dead card at that point, but I still really like it.
Yeah, I feel like heal is, it almost makes you think like, is there a heal meta that hasn't been uncovered yet? You know, like, is there some sort of a minion battle ram deck or something, like, forget 3 Musketeers, forget Lavaloon, sure. Like, those are the 2 obvious archetypes that heal kind of naturally fits in with, but, like, is there something else, that will emerge? It generally takes quite a while for the top players to kind of,
Yo, Billy, go further in front.
play test or whatever, and
man,
like a new kind of meta or a new sub-archetype kind of evolves from there, it feels like.
Yeah, for sure. I do like Heal though, because in a lot of ways it's like Freeze. And Freeze is like really one-dimensional, and that's why it's not used. But Heal also has defensive capabilities, especially when there's like Poison and Fireball being meta. So I like what they did with Heal. Like, a lot of people heard the concept, and regardless of where its power is right now, it's not a card that breaks the game like people thought it would. So I like that a lot. Like, they were really scared, rightfully so, that it would be a defensive mechanism, and instead it's more of an offensive card. So I really liked how Heal has been incorporated.
Alright, I'll go forward now.
I'm scared every time they release a card like that. Like, I remember being very worried about Clone, about just any new effect. I'm like, oh, this is a great game. It's over.
Yeah,
all over.
Well, how about when they released Miner? It was just like, what? You can post it anywhere?
Yeah. I was a little bit too busy just taking advantage of people at that time. Just man Miner to really try to use
When Miner first came out, I think people think it was trash. I want to say.
wait a second. Oh,
tanky kind of thing.
I was gonna say, if it was the GTN traffic
with new cards because like when Gringer first came out too, people didn't like it that much.
Well, Tom was killing people at the beach.
Did you thought activating the King Tower when I put it on the tower? Or they were like, it's just skeletons. They die so easy. And then at King's Cup, that was like the first place where people thought it had success. I used it a lot and had success with it. In a Golem deck though, so I went like super tanky with it, and that kind of evolved into the Giant.
Yeah, but it's Yarn on the floor.
Yarn was right on with
what do you mean?
Freeze in his deck, and that became meta for a while. That was really interesting. But yeah, it's kind of cool to look back at the meta and see how these cards that are like brand new kind of evolve. And speaking to your point earlier, it's really
nobody goes until we've all completed it. Don't give nobody a DNF.
Nothing changes, but they work better within a certain meta, like Knight for example, to where Knight is like the same as it's always been, but no one used to use it. Like Mini P.E.K.K.A was a better Knight, but now that damage is less needed and like a small tanky unit that can distract on defense is more necessary, and it counters Graveyard and it counters all these new cards. So it's cool to see how the meta evolves.
You should be able to like
even when there aren't balance changes.
I have a card idea. You want to
No,
hear?
I don't think that'll work in GTA. I think I'll have to put like my bonnet just under that person, so then you can slide up the bonnet onto them. If you get what I mean.
I'm on board already. I don't care what the rest is.
He's on a horse. He costs a little.
Make
it had to be pricey, like 5 or 6 legendary cards.
Say I'll go behind Billy,
he has the same mechanic
and then
as far as Lumberjack dropping range, but he drops heal when he dies.
Oh, I love it. It's thematic.
Well, I'll try and run because I did it first time.
That's amazing.
Supercell,
are you listening?
Yeah, that could be a rework for Dark
Just give me a minute.
Garbage.
Dark Prince should drop something too when he dies, something even cooler.
What if the Dark Prince dropped like a little guard's shield for everything that was in the general area?
That'd be cool. And
or a fast-acting poison, like a 2-tick poison.
I mean, anything to make him viable. I mean, Prince at least it's like, okay, well, he's not bad in some beatdown decks, but Dark Prince is like he's good in nothing. So
I wonder why they haven't. Why have they not just picked up his damage, his health a little bit? I mean, something.
I think they've.
It seems like he deserves something.
They've done really small stuff, but I mean, at certain points, it's like any card can be viable if you change the numbers, but sometimes it's like, do we want that card to be viable? So they just leave it alone, kind of like Bomb Tower. Like that card was good as it was at one point early in the game. It just becomes oppressive. So there's certain cards have a scale. Yeah, there's certain cards that you don't want to touch. Like I don't know that a good witch. I don't think any good spawners should be a thing. Those are just really stale.
I don't want Bowler or Execution any better. If they get worse, I'm fine with that, but any better and they can be that sort of thing where they're controlling the entire lane, especially along with Tornado. It just gets impossible to make it to a tower.
I feel like they're good right now. I feel like they're powerful, but not like annoyingly powerful, and they're not super popular. You know, they're popular, but not like.
Yeah, it's really they're really the only time they're like super popular is not in just any normal deck. It's in Tornado decks. So I see pro players complain a lot about Tornado now too, but it's because everyone at that tier play knows how to use Tornado down to like exact placements like I do. Like I 100% of the time know how to activate the King Tower with anything that can activate the King Tower, and I know how to like completely stop a Goblin Barrel from doing any damage based on like whatever placement you use. So I think as you get to the top tier play, especially with a card like Tornado, to where it really took a lot of people to figure it out, along with buffs, it becomes a really good card at top of the ladder, and at top of like challenge meta and everything. But I think also pro players complain about anything too. So same as the average player though on ladder. So.
Did you guys think one thing that I'm like spear goblins and goblins, like the goblin gang, like forget about it. Like how often do you see those?
Don't come at speed at me, like just try and go up.
Like that. Do the thing where like you let the fire spin.
Yeah.
First try.
Yeah, do what you're doing there.
You've done that.
Yeah, so here's my take on that. Like, you could make the case with cards that are combined.
Right, you two keep just smashing into my HUD. Just keep smashing in, make it lower.
Going for a
Just keep smacking into me.
deck, you'd want to go with a cheaper card. With Goblin Gang, it's two elixir versus 3 elixir. There's really, a marginal difference.
That's what I mean.
What? Oh, it's doing it. It just got 2 in a row. Watch it not work. Watch it not work.
Go on.
Right, both of you just go at the same time because that worked. Let me just line it up properly though.
I know at least in the decks that I'm playing, it's always Goblin Gang versus.
Alright, go.
You go first.
Both of you come, Jack.
No,
Right, we
Billy,
got
it's because you
one.
move forward then.
Yeah, no, but if
Billy, now flop, not Billy. Right,
wait,
flop
let me
down,
get you up
bring,
there as well. Let me
bring,
get you up
bring.
there as well. Let me get you up as well, Jack. Go.
What?
And also,
Didn't go dead on
as
you.
game goes on,
Tom, now hang off. Tom, hang off.
cards that they're not
No, do out the corner. Do out the corner. Do out the. Do it out this corner. You see where it's a bit raised here. Oh, fell off.
you get cards like Electro-Wiz to where you start stacking
Oh,
effects
kill
on
me.
cards that do similar jobs.
Tom, don't just.
Superior. Kind of like why you see
Tom, don't finish because then no one will be able to get it.
the ability to stun a troop is really valuable.
I've got some.
So yeah,
What?
there is power creep, and as the game progresses, new cards are going to become more unique.
Wait, I might have actually just done it legit.
Useful because what game
Yeah, I've actually just fucking done it. I'm pretty sure. I've actually fucking done it. Are you kidding me? Look, I've just fucking done it. Are you fucking kidding? Oh no, 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 no! Oh, I was supposed to break, yeah. But I pressed R2. How have I just done that? We haven't been trying this whole time, and I nearly just accidentally do it. No, I nearly did it. But when I was supposed to press L2, but I was holding down R2 at the same time, and that just pushed me off the edge.
I'd be interested to see them do something like League of Legends does with old crappy champions, to where they actually like reinvent the card and make it something new.
Boys, you lot come down now. I'm in a position.
I should have one today.
Oh, Jack.
My ooh la la.
Where have you gone?
Right, when we all get the checkpoint, yeah, that shall we just drag race it out to the end? Jack, I'll just lift you on like I lifted up Tom.
It would kind of be, you could kind of do something like that where
I might be able
spells
to.
into the game that have
Right, wait for me now.
Right, now you've got to do that.
Introducing things like those in the game where there's a secret
Billy,
that pops up,
we'll
you know there's
boost it,
something
I'll
back there,
line
but
up
is it like
next
a
to you.
protection secret? Is it a spring trap that they put somewhere on there?
Are we just racing to the end, or what are we doing?
Like, there would be kind of cool stuff like that.
You know what would be cool if they did spring trap?
So we all
Yeah, we'll
respawn
just
it.
make sure
like
that
they
they
have
begin
minor, and you have to guess where you're gonna put minor like 10 seconds ahead of time. And then they put it on it and minor 10.
Can't believe I had a
But
free
I really like
fucking minute
Python,
lap,
like,
or
a
five,
spell
one
that
or the other,
creates, like,
and it's just turned into a fucking 70-minute race.
If someone places like poison on top of it, the area within like the circle is immune, and like those troops can't be hurt. But of course, it would need like I don't know, like it only lasts for 3
Billy,
seconds.
come
or
down
maybe
into
less,
trial.
then you have to do a reaction.
Can't do it. I don't know how I do it.
And then maybe it doesn't work
Well,
on
you can
towers,
move
but
up a bit so like the
I think that'd be,
wheels.
like, a really cool
Keep
I think
smacking
I've got
into the
it.
you know how you smack off the thing, yeah? I've smashed into it too hard, yeah? Or it smacks me and I go through like the yellow bit.
I could have got a glass of cherry, we'd have waited an hour for it.
We literally, no one was playing for like 10 minutes. You could have gone then.
skill caps are yeah. For a game to be top tier, because when you have a card like what Fight has proposed, you create these scenarios within like top level gameplay where it becomes less about he did that specific placement that he had memorized for a certain card, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of cool, good for him. But if you create these cards that are innately high skill caps, you can really see the difference in how good a top player is compared to the average player, and that as an audience, that gives you something you can be like wow about, in the same way that logging a Goblin Gang or the Goblin Gang is played like a predictive spell. That's
same way, then that's really cool. Yeah, dynamic cards are really cool, you know?
Yeah.
I know you OJ and Scott on your channel have cards like Graveyard that have some kind of RNG component to them. I actually kind of disagree with them in the sense
Can't believe I made it legit twice, yeah, but I fucked it up.
That is really RNG dependent in the game right now. But they can introduce a few more cards that had some small
Please, please, please.
Even for pro players who, if you're forced to respond to something like Graveyard, maybe there's an optimal placement that's not optimal every single time, depending on different, where the skeletons are spawning and things like that. If there were more cards like that that had just a little bit of
go to the left more. Right, go to one wheel on.
Yeah, that's
so you can
it's a
basically
polarizing topic, the RNG stuff, but
You're
like,
fucking kidding me.
it's a weird one because it's one that I kind of find myself on the fence on, to be honest with you. Like, I think you could make a good point either way, you know? So, I'd like to sit here and be like, yeah, you know what? This is what I really feel, but I really feel like
Keep
play devil's
fucking
advocate on either
trying,
side of the
man.
argument, so it's just not something I'm super passionate about, I guess, you know? I guess you need a better... you need to be a game designer by nature to actually have strong opinions on that, or like a top player, I guess, because I don't really have a strong. I can see both sides of the argument.
Yeah, I can see both sides. I lean towards the side that thinks RNG or Graveyard shouldn't be RNG focused, just because it can kind of you can play it the same way, and one time it can do 1,000 damage, one time it can do 1,500, and that can suck both as a Graveyard user and as someone that's defending Graveyard, because maybe you defend it the same way and you take way more damage, or maybe as a Graveyard user you play it and it is way less damage. So that's why I'm opposed to it, and I like, if you do the exact same thing twice, defending or attacking, you should get the same result in my opinion. Unless they took it in a different direction to where a lot of things are RNG based, but that's one of the things I dislike about Hearthstone. So I wouldn't like.
That's the tricky thing too. Is you don't want to introduce too much RNG because then you've just got the opposite problem where there's so much luck. But having a little bit of luck or having a little bit of variability
Wait, I might have landed.
in the game, I think is good. I would agree with Yarn though. Right now, with Graveyard being the only kind of variable RNG dependent card. It's probably better to take it out of competitions just because it's such a sticking out like a sore thumb kind of card.
Yeah, you need consistency.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, both points can be made. I don't think RNG. Graveyard being in the game, like, it doesn't really do well.
Yeah, let me see if I can do it on the
I just do think that's like a quality of life thing.
Jack isn't here right now. Please leave a message after the
do you guys
buzz.
think, what do you think of like my proposal? I'm sure it's not mine originally, but it just like adding a certain set of spawns, maybe 4 different spawns of the graveyard, and then randomly choosing those spawns so people can probably.
I'll bloody shank you and start the trees.
Preserve some
Tom,
randomness to the card, but at the same time,
do you want to game share then?
People who want to go ahead and memorize exactly what variation they're getting.
It was just an awesome, and I know I was wrong. I'm sorry.
After a while, but I think that adds skill. Like that adds.
I'll buy Red Dead if you want.
Memorize, and you have to think and do a split-second decision, or you can just play where you've always played it and then risk not getting. But I think that's better in the current situation. Yeah, I would like that change.
Fucking bloody bastard.
When, it wouldn't show up exactly 100% of the game, because I was like, okay, at least it's something different now. Like, sometimes I would defend better, sometimes I
I love how I've been waiting for me for like 7 minutes.
Alright, next up we've got some teammates with us. Guys, thank you for sending your questions, and again, next week, we're going to do this again. Send in your questions, we'll have our esteemed guests here answer them for you. First question from Matthew on Twitter, or Muthjud, was a fantastic tournament player, shout out to him. How would the balloon nerf affect the current meta? So he's talking about post this last nerf, where they changed the bomb speed timer. He's talking about a potential future nerf, like lower health, maybe to get speed, decrease. Something like that. How do you think that would affect the current meta, especially with Lava Loon being such a big, powerful part of the meta right now?
I think that Blue was much more against Honest. Like without it, I don't think Lava Hound was very strong, and I don't think he carried as much air defense. Because people are typically carrying like 2 or 3 now, and I think if he got nerfed, he probably only carry 2 or less. So I think if it is nerfed, it's going to be a very ground-based or ground-focused, which could be...
Fuck me, man.
You feel like you're playing ground deck, and you're like, oh, you're playing deck, but no, you're just telling you meta, which is probably more ground.
I agree with Clyde. I think that it doesn't need enough.
Don't know I'm supposed to be hitting this to land on it, honestly.
It sucked for like 6 months, you know, in the game. And then when it
flip, miss, respawn, so
even though everybody hates Lava Loon, you gotta think about just fewer giants or, you know, the new cycle of those trees. Like, if you nerf the Loon anymore, even though it was debatable whether it was a nerf or not, but I think that I don't think that Loon is a problem at all in the game. I think that Lava Loon is annoying. I hate against it, but at the same time, it's I don't think it's undefendable, you know. So it just yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm on the same page where Lava Loon is absolutely, or air in general is something that you have to keep in the meta to keep players honest, because otherwise you're literally gonna get people that are running decks that are like bar putt bowler. If you
bastard.
you're literally just gonna run into people that stack their and they'll throw like literally they'll stack their
Yeah, Dan, basically we're still in the race because we're working together now. I got Tom up there, which led to Tom getting Jack up, and I can't even land on the fucking thingy now, so it's not like I can fucking get up anymore. Oh, fuck!
Loon's such an issue that people just absolutely hate it, which I don't think is the case, especially because I do think that was a nerf, because the fact that it doesn't instantly kill everything underneath it is a pretty big buff, because like what if archers kill a balloon and they get like 10 more shots off now because of the bomb timer. So I think it's a good thing that the change they made, and I think that puts it in line more so. Also, with so much X features right now, it's like Lava Loon is already being seen a little bit less, so it's like but I think if you did want to go forward with I think you would have to buff Lava Hound.
I know that's all I've got to do, but it won't let
otherwise
me.
everyone is going to stack around. But I don't think it should be nerfed too hard. I think if anything, honestly, you can buff other air stuff, because you don't see air stuff. I don't know if there's like.
Are we gonna do an all-nighter?
No, doing until I find out.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like, I like how heal works with them. Actually, it can be good sometimes, but I think Mega Minion was over nerfed back in the day.
Wish the T20 had fucking wings.
Other than sometimes in Lava Loon.
Should we start a new
yeah, I think bringing more air troops into the game.
I say we do a fucking heist.
As it is, I don't think I do like people complain, they're like, oh, you don't nerf them hard enough with RG and E-Bar.
I might finish this playlist
I like the
first,
approach of
actually.
changing things a little bit and seeing how it shakes out, because little changes can make a big difference. And if you over-nerf a card, you make it useless.
This is actually a really good playlist up until this point. It's not actually that hard if we work together.
Dude, I've watched. I want to see them. I think those would be really cool. Like
We've gotten 3 people up now. Can't even get myself up. And I actually landed on the fucking ramp and pressed the wrong fucking button. I've got off.
I'm a little worried kind of for the future of CR in the sense that if they release too many air troops, when we get to the point where there's so many good air troops, so many versatile air troops, that you can build kind of all air decks, and then you've got the opposite problem where instead of bar putt bowler, you've got Lava Hound, balloon, minion horde, bats, etc. Mega minion, whatever.
I will say,
do you think that's a problem?
I'll say no, because the innate problem with that would be you're going to run into decks that unless you have like the best version of Mega Minion to where it just chunks things so hard that it kills them, you're gonna run into the problem where you don't have distract troops. And cards like Hog, cards like Giant and Golem, you're gonna have no way of stopping them, and they'll just run right through underneath everything, and then they'll just sit in a poison, and everything will die around them, and they'll give the shower. Think about it too, like, even if you're rolling with an all-air deck with like bats, and let's say there is another new card on top of that, and Lava Loon and Baby Dragon, I mean, you can still be shut down by an Inferno Tower, Tornado, and Executioner, you know? Like, I think people will just probably carry more solid air combos if it ever moves too far in that direction, maybe, you know? But it's definitely, it must be a nightmare adding, like, tons of new cards to a game like this, you know? Always so many people think about the demanding players.
There we go, just paid 30k.
Now, but we don't want them to be unbalanced.
You know, that's a perfect segue to our next question from Hobson on CR, old friend of mine. Thank you, Hobson. What do you guys think of the spread out card release?
Boom, got on, let's go.
Especially this latest one, it seems like they announced the cards very early, but they're waiting for kind of to take shape before releasing.
Might as well just join now, because we're about to finish it.
Have a lot more. What do you think of that strategy?
Actually, I thought the 2-week one where they were releasing a new one every 2 weeks was way too often. You wouldn't let the card get.
Oh, no.
And that was the good thing that it was the last one of those.
I'll get a run up so I go straight up. The fucking kidding me.
I think this is not like 100%.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, no.
I think now they're just drawing it out so that the 4th card is released when they're ready to introduce new cards, rather than having a long 2-month wait or whatever between the next update.
Right, wait for me, yeah.
I'm gonna respawn.
Oh yeah, everyone respawn, then go once you've respawned.
The other one another 3 weeks.
Don't go once you respawn.
The day we get our last card.
Well, everyone is, so might as well.
That way it's basically filling the gap.
Just stop. Right, back wheels hanging off the edge, yeah. Back wheels hanging off the edge.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like that gives people something to look forward to, and it also doesn't leave us in an executioner situation to where it's forced to come out at a certain time, and then when it does come out, it has like the axe is flying off the field.
Right, no dirty racing, yeah. No dirty racing. Just stay in your lanes. Let's get that double clutch, bro.
2, 1.
Whoa, that was a bit early. Oh no, we got a wall run. There was no point doing it from here.
Oh yeah.
If you two bit, no DNFing after that. So I just led to us doing that. As this one's made it first try as well.
Oh my god, I would have made it, but I just so.
Oh, I'm gonna be stuck here for half an hour now.
No, I did this first one.
I had to fling across it for mine. No DNFing, yeah, we'll restart We'll start the drag race. You haven't done it once. Fucking
I went back.
No DNFs, no DNFs. Tom, wait at that checkpoint. No, who's going ahead without everyone?
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, but we said we're gonna do like a drag race afterwards.
Yeah, we did the drag race from there.
It was. I got you up.
Get there and just wait.
I got everybody up as well.
Oh wait here.
Have you ever tried melted ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice cream in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Put ice cream, yeah, in a bowl. Defrost it. Put maple syrup in it. And then freeze it again. And for fuck's sake, who's commented? Yes, we are. Oh, I landed. Right. Yes, we are playing with. We worked as a team to get past the jump, but we all landed on it. I flung them both up, and then they lifted me up.
it's good to let them get it to tournament standard.
I wish we could turn back time to the good old days when your mama oh, keep on moving like cake by the ocean, yeah. Ding 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 ding. It's not that much faster. You got a quick start than me.
There's Jack.
Bing bing bing.
I beg you, one of the fuck.
I think that they,
Jack. You coming?
pretty sure that they want more when they're released. They want there to be hype and people to be excited about him. Obviously, don't want it to be too strong, but I remember mentioning this to the same exact question that you asked me. Basically, like, I think I asked the designer or the manager the same question. Like, oh, I really like what you're doing about making the cars not so strong. But then they were like, oh no, we try to make them strong.
I don't know. Poo, 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 poo. Walkball!
I mean, yeah, and there's something said about people who spend.
Right, Dan, countdown if you will.
4, I'll say go after. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Supercell, you don't play your own game and whatever. And people say I think they.
I love how the lamppost respawned, it's took us that long. No, I tried to drift. I tried to. No, that ain't your fault. I tried to drift. Wait here. Right, we'll line back wheels up with this tree, and then it's just gonna be off the mark when Dan says go at random. No countdown or anything. Back wheel on the palm tree, Tom. Right, Dan say go at any given moment, and it's all about react. I deserve to win that race. Right, I got you up twice. I actually did it legit, and I nearly did it legit on the second time.
I like that car.
I got you up.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get me.
I said
90
this,
minutes.
I was like, they're combining two crappy cards. I think it's still gonna suck. But just the fact of.
And people call me a sweat.
Oh, look at the time difference.
Well.
Look, best lap 5 minutes.
There isn't a time difference. Look, there isn't a time difference.
Wait, what?
It just serves
How does that work then?
so well as it serves really well as a distract troop, and it actually also does good damage to tanks. So it's like a 2-for-1 card.
It doubles as cheap air defense.
Yeah.
You know, with the spear goblins in the back. I mean, yeah, I was hoping Goblin Gang would be good. I suspected it would be bad, but I've been pleasantly surprised so far.
Just the ability. I think a really big thing is that they're not all stacked up inside one spot like a goblin or a spirit goblin are. They're spread out, and it works so much better because it takes that much longer to kill them with a log. It takes that much longer for a
small things last.
The back because maybe the spirit goblins still have the radius.
It
just works really well, and it's a pretty good card. Yeah, like we were saying earlier though. how do you keep up? The single card.
Do you want your workplace pension? Then get it today.
That's the single goblins to be better than that of the goblins inside the goblin gang. But
Wait, can you remember that one with the spinner and that we did? And it was electrocution in the middle with a knife.
Oh my god, Jack's not even here.
I don't know the way they did it, which they changed the numbers, but adding another spear gob, that'd be weird.
Skeletons are so strong though, but you can't like. It'd be nice to buff which skeletons.
Yeah.
Maybe they need.
Leave me alone. I'm playing Clash Royale.
Elite skeletons.
Not like giant skeleton level, but you know, just something that
guards.
What are guards? What are those? I haven't seen. I legit haven't seen a guard in so long.
Two cards.
They were good in the poison meta, which is hilarious because poison hard counters them, but they were so good against mini. They were so good against mini tech and minor. Yeah.
Mini tech. What's that?
There was a lot of princes around.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
I just erased mini tech. I get the bad memories.
I know, right? That was the pancakes.
Dude. I also don't eat pancakes anymore.
Sushi Mark.
Aw, man.
They were like dry. That was gonna be gagged.
AFK.
I'll eat waffles just because they look different.
Alright, let's hop into our next question from Twitter. This is Clash with Yash. Clash with Yash. Holla at Yash on Twitter.
Like a hater.
Yeah.
I say we all go to the middle.
Or a big fan. He might just be your biggest fan.
I say die.
To the question.
Do you feel Supercell promotes beatdown strategies a bit too much?
Come to the middle
They
with
think
me.
nerf defensive cards control strategies will slowly die out, and after one more year, the strongest decks will only be beatdown decks. I think specifically talking about kind of big tank.
Yeah, go on.
Supercell kind of
Alright, focus one at a time, one at a time.
I mean, I think maybe, but I think that they want body.
Say get out and have a fist fight.
Like, nobody wants to see,
I'm on that.
Right, go to opposite sides, no running over, no running over. You know this is on top of the maze bank, right?
And it's a more interesting in my eyes. I don't think do on purpose. They're trying to like bounce with it.
What the fuck, man?
It was melee.
Save for Lava Hound, which is introduced
Nah,
relatively early.
honestly, like, Billy, you're such a cunt.
It was melee.
Down cards was totally missing something.
This spot,
I think
innit?
they
This
introduced a
spot,
really nice
this
versatile
spot.
I meant melee weapons, bro. I meant melee. So I'm
Oh yeah, fucking god, they would have tons of fucking shit for me. You cunt.
But I think that they do. They have
You
gone
good as that. Oh,
they do have a
you
strong
better
focus
fucking for me.
towards offense, like Clyde said. So anything that they can do to promote offense rather than defense, I think they're
Devote to the next race.
Suggest them.
Maybe this is a controversial
I love how we just flawless them, don't you, Tom?
No,
Oh yeah, with the flare gun to the fucking face. Oh.
No.
Oh, Billy, do your bag.
We just went flawless, Tom. Why are you getting so angry?
Oh no, look at the rings.
It's fucking sick.
Turn on custom cars now.
I can't be quiet. I can hear some people laughing outside my house, like little squeals. Knife. Fuck off now, Dan. Sitting on your window.
If Elite Barbs had been a rare or an epic and it was more focused.
Well, just because your dad's a nonce, Dan.
I think they would have been left alone.
Because your dad got lost getting the milk.
Well, just because your dad's a Tic Tac.
I understand. I don't think they promote beatdown because, I mean,
Okay, that's fine.
millions of beatdown decks. Really, at any given time, there's like 2 or 4 beatdown decks that are good, but they're not really impressive. What gets really impressive is to where you have minor control, like you did at one point.
How long's the wall ride?
Where, yeah, people ran Poison, but if
It's not even that long compared to, like, we did a 5-minute one, didn't we, once?
Minor Poison, it was won by
That was a
really, really good players. And they would literally only play Minor Poison because
on its side.
Power could just absolutely shut down any push. So when you get these, even with Poison like slowing it back then, you get to the point to where defensive options are too strong, kind of like what Nader was saying, is you get Inferno Towers to where every push is shut down so easily from beatdown, and then you just go with.
Have you even done the wall run? Yeah.
Trades to when you minor poison a tower, because like if you minor poison a tower, that's a 7 elixir push. Your opponent plays guards.
I will
they
do
stop
one
some of the
second.
damage, but you still end up winning, even though you're taking -4 trades consistently, because you were able to shut down 10 elixir pushes with just Inferno Towers. So it's like that or something. And when you get these defensive options to be too strong, you create a game where you just have to chuck spells at each other's towers along with like Minor, which essentially might as well be a sword or guarantee. Yeah, so you just get guaranteed damage. And the one who wins is the one.
Epilepsy. Pepsi.
It gets really boring. I think Control's good. I think Control's in a good place right now. To where beatdown can punish it if it's able to build up a push. But I think as Control, you should be forced to make your opponent
I'm coming to skill you guys. I will, man. We're in a fucking race. Shut your bitch ass up. Don't say that one more time. Shut up, you're just a little shrimp wearing a turtleneck peeing as you are. Fucking tiny dick. Have you not seen the meme? Yeah, I will, I'm in a race, man. Well, you wouldn't block Spencer because you were in a race. Shut your fucking mouth. I will invite him as soon as this race is fucking done. So shut your fucking bitch ass up moaning. What if it turns out to be an hour race? What? I don't know. Couldn't give a fuck either. Why? Why do you want to know? Why? Was it Keemstar that sent piss to an 8-year-old kid? There was a YouTube. He sent it to that little skateboarder kid, didn't he? Rocco. Don't know who it was, but someone did send piss to an 8-year-old kid. I know who it was, Joey Salads. It was Joey Salads, weren't it, Dan?
So yeah, it really is a big problem, and maybe even more so.
Yeah, but Deji gets fucking sent. I like Deji. Deji's like one of the least Deji's like never been irrelevant though. That's the thing.
Oh, you know who would all want to get Tories on the game?
Playlist. I beg they get rid of, you know, that little thing that sticks out after the second wall run.
What the fuck is that with it? You so smart.
This is the why didn't they just use the one with the...
Has anyone seen that? That video where it's like when you go to a test you have advanced.
No, I haven't.
I am fucking shitting myself. Easy. Oh. Do the guy that goes easy all the time?
No, I made it to the very end. I made it.
No,
oh wait, no, I didn't.
It's just easy.
Keemstar. Scarce. Because you're an all-star. geezer. Triton Army.
Triton Army.
Do you watch Triton Army? Well, have you ever watched him, Tom?
Fuck's sake! Oh, fuck off. Oh, what's his name? Charlie Adams. No.
Charlie Wells.
Ryan Taylor.
What?
Ryan Taylor.
Right, geezer! Keemstar. Keemstar.
Mark. Fucking Keemstar.
E-girls.
No, the guy with the... What?
Keemstar's E-girls. Keemstar's... What? Right. Nonce Hunter.
No.
Yeah. It is him. He walks up to those telly bands, doesn't he? He's like, alright, geezer, are you here to see some kids? Oh wait, Ross Kemp. Ross Kemp.
No, it's not Ross Kemp.
Oh, Max is on.
What?
Alan Carr.
No.
Chatty man.
You say please, busy. Just a proper copy.
Oh, is it the guy off Instagram?
Rihanna.
The guy off Instagram.
What?
Is it the guy off Instagram?
I think so.
Shrek.
Oh no. If someone goes, oh, fucking shit,
I'm getting way too old for this shit. Yeah, and all night, or it's 2 o'clock apparently, so let's go for 2 more. I beg we at least all stay up till like 4.
I did the whole thing, and then fucking I hit the, I don't know what I hit. You should have seen Mark.
I bet Dan doesn't stay on anywhere near past 2:30. 2:30 at the latest for Dan. 4 o'clock for Tom and Jack and Kylan, and Max will be at 1ish.
You stay on fucking till 8 on the day.
Actually, I went off at sensible time 3 in the morning yesterday.
Yeah, you just fucking sweating.
And I woke up at 9 in the morning, so I clearly have some sort of speciality. Oh, yeah. Didn't mean to wake up. Well.
Well done, you got messy last night, bro. You got messy last night.
Did he? Why did he fall in a mud puddle?
No.
Yeah. Max, do you reckon you'll stay past 1 o'clock?
I'll stay past 11 o'clock if you think so. I'll stay past 1 o'clock. Do like a heist or something.
Well, we can't do a heist anymore, so... We've got 6 people. We got
5 out of 11 now.
We had a 90-minute race.
We've done a 90-minute race.
And it wasn't even hard, we just had to work as a team. Because what's going to work? Teamwork. No, Max, did you just see how far I got on that?
Well done, boys. Well done, boys. Shut the fuck up, please.
This would be so easy in an X80 Proto.
Not even better in your more. My hard
How are you so
my 10 children.
Done it.
Fuck off.
Two lots of sauce and middle.
No one's actually fucked up because of contact yet with another person.
What?
I'm pretty sure you've never seen my mum, Dan.
I don't think I can get this. I can't do this in first place.
Well, Dan, you better tell your mum that the money's on the fridge, mate, because she is Need some new shoes. Tell your mum the money's on the fridge because she needs some new shoes, Dan.
How did that happen? How did they know?
It's a new one.
Potentially because you used it on offense, like Night Spirit. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, I hate those skill arguments in general, or
yeah, we'll shoot you right in your fucking head and get my gold camera. I'm gonna pop you in the side of the head so that your eyeball squirts out.
Or play the deck yourself. It's like, there's so many ways around it, where if you hate a certain deck, you can absolutely hard counter it.
If I was gonna shoot up a school,
I think
I would just shoot all like the fucking kids I hate. I'll go on. I'll tell them to unlock their phone, yeah, and I'll make them FaceTime the mum when I did it. Well, but I would let her live and punish you.
I'm getting worried.
I'm not.
They'll probably shoot me back.
Fucking Desert Eagle.
Saucy Mark.
Mediocre play and whatever.
They just come to me and just kill aliens.
So speaking of decks,
You saucy Mark.
I'd go with the best deck for an
right.
and then I just stopped
ladder players specifically. I like the order deck. You know,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Then you get Hoopsy.
You know, practicing quite a bit. It gives a little bit of a skill curve if you're not using
Oh, you kidding me? I was on the last fucking one.
I did see some proper penguin, you know.
level up that mortar.
Are you being serious or are you being a cunt about it?
No, I'm being proper serious. Tom, you know when who sent me out straight away? The supply lesson, that's all proper penguin head.
If you know how to use that deck, you don't typically see top 200 a lot.
Was she peng on an average person level or peng on teacher level? That's what we've got to establish.
Average person.
Okay, that's fine.
If you get even close to max with the deck, and it's not that hard because it's really common and rare dependent.
Would you say she has any mental issues so we can slide into those DMs if you get to what I mean and be on Birdman?
How do you expect me to know, Billy? All that happened was I was standing outside. I don't think she's gonna get the job though. She didn't even know what
Does she have big tits?
I didn't know if she was actually going for the job.
Wait, she got blonde hair and got like a black dress on. Does she have a blonde hair and black dress on?
I can't remember.
What was she wearing?
She's old enough to take off.
Because it could be, you know, that new... Because Max, it could just be that new history teacher. She's not the best.
You saucy Mark.
She's normally in Miss Oi, you know she got Miss Collie. You got Miss Collie who's fit, and then you got an alright looking teacher as well, sat at the back of the class. Yeah, but she's not the she's not the worst. She's not the worst.
Whale.
We have another guy in our clan, Arrow, who's been running the same exact deck since beta. It's balloon free internet. Yeah.
Get the harpoons up.
Oh, that's a mad thing.
Get the fucking cargo bombs.
You'll really learn that thing backwards and forwards, you know, and then you'll have a understanding every single
Check Memulus.
trick you can use against certain archetypes. So, like,
Channel.
consistency with the same type of archetype.
No, the Instagram thing.
But is Carlum in that?
You know, absolutely top 1%.
No, I don't think so.
Everybody is more comfortable.
Would you like to be in our Memulus chat, Carlum?
You know, at least me, I roll with it. I accept that and I embrace it.
Pong.
Try to use those to stay away from the other one until someone gets frustrated.
Yeah, I think for
Why? That's so. No, that is.
that's the easiest way to climb, and I would tell people. Use decks that consist of almost entirely common rares, and then use a deck the same deck over time. Because the less you switch up a deck, the more you request the same cards, the quicker you are going to advance the ladder rate. And often it just kind of just compounds to where you might be the same deck.
Fuck off. No, last one again. Fuck me in the ass.
It's because you're bad.
Things come together and that helps you gain trophies.
Thomas,
It's fun to play everything, but if you're
just going like.
decks like that, and I mean, people complain about RG and Elite Bar, but they're good on ladder for a reason because they're even. And you can quickly get.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, you know they put the spaceship in.
Like their same job better because they are easier to level up and to get better stats.
Oh no, Jack! As soon as you get out. I was too scared of you to focus on the wall run.
Common is equal to a level 8 epic, but one's a lot easier to obtain than the other. So, I don't know,
Jack.
Really, I think the best, I think it's the way you should build your deck around for ladder.
The trick is not to go too fast.
Mortar, Hog, Giant, because those are commons and rares. They're really easy to level.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Those cards should be commons and rares as well. So, as much as you like,
shut your motherfucking bitch ass up, you dirty ass son of a bitch. Bitch, the fuck you do? You did, son of a bitch. I tell you that.
That's actually a good segue to our next question, and I really want to get Clyde's 2 cents on this too, as maybe the most free-to-play player in the history of Clash Royale. But Gab or War Stitch on Twitter says, how do you compete in events as a free-to-play player?
What one you saucy mugger?
To Obama, bro.
Jack, you want your second lap? No.
This is fun.
Jack, you missed the checkpoint. Yeah, that's pretty nice flipping.
This is joking. I'm not expecting.
Wait, Jack, that's your first lap.
What is? Oh no! Who saw that? Yeah, there was nothing. Dan, you know on that blue one, me and you both just fell off. That thing that was poking out hasn't been there before, has it? It's only just been. Why are you going so fast on it? Look, man, why is that all of a sudden just sticking the fuck out? Jackie, you on your second lap now? I've got to the end so many times, but now that thing's just randomly decided to stick for its fucking bum rape.
What is
It's just that.
This is so weird to fucking look at, because everything's just lagging out.
Oh, where's this shit? Wait, Tom. Tom, one of these are broken.
Broken?
It's actually broken.
What on about?
Jump off.
It's broken. One of the ramps are broken.
Someone quit.
Show me.
No, just watch the
Dan,
spectate.
we would have made this so many times.
Spectate.
Wow.
Watch this. Oh, so now the fucking gets on.
Oh wait, Tom, watch me. It's gonna happen to me again. Just watch me. Oh my.
I see that.
There's a blue bit that's just spawned in there. Yeah, but you came on when we already started.
Oh, I'm killing myself here.
Well, I'm gonna do it the slow way. I ain't going fast, man. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. Watch me. Right, you ready, Max? I'm gonna do it nice and slow this time. Watch.
No, there's literally nothing there, and they're just getting bombed. Dan should be.
Right, you ready? I'm gonna.
It's getting bombed by us, isn't it? It's not in there.
Right, time to take it slow.
You've got to go right to the top and then down.
Right, yeah, there is like a... Wait, what? There's nothing there. If we back out, it would make no difference. 2 people would have to do it. Oi, go at the very bottom and you get past it. Carlin, did you watch me do it? This is the weirdest music video I've ever seen. No, like you gotta go in the very bottom stripe and then go back up and go over the jump. Fuck. Wait, you've done the whole wall run?
Dan's done it.
Got it twice.
Oh, yeah.
Is there another lap?
There's 2 laps.
Look how slow I'm going.
They need to get extra fast.
Extra fast for Listerel. No, you're kidding me. I'm the last one again. Oh. No, he's already finished.
Oh, get in! Lovely Jack.
Not watch the ball. Otherwise, I'm not.
Declan. Which deck?
Yeah.
In it, which deck, Lou?
The job failed down road.
Are you joking? Have you been kicked out of the playlist?
I'll be kicked out. Shit, yeah, thanks.
It's LJT. Guess who I just spoke to? The Grow House. And you know why they were calling me?
Like it's come from a supermarket. That's good.
Wait, what? COD. On COD.
Yeah, on Luke Town 24/7.
Oh, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me about whoever's